back to my channel. My name is Gabby and I am the owner of a brand called Hello Black Child, which I started in 2020. Y'all know I gotta go through the spiel of my business before we start because I just want you guys to know more about my business and who I am. I started my business 5 years ago. I was an accounting major at Westchester University, and halfway through my studying halfway through college, I ended up changing my major to marketing. So I am the marketing queen. I love business related things, like everything business. That is so me. I just love it. Love marketing, love business, and them two together just go perfectly. The reason I started my brand Hello Black Child was because I went to an accounting conference at EY, Ernest & Young in Philadelphia, PA, which is where I'm from, born and raised. And while I was there, I was told I looked unprofessional. I had like little hoop earrings, and not this big, they weren't, a little bit smaller than this. Hoop earrings, I had nails, I had braids, but I had a full suit. My mom literally took me shopping the day before because I had nothing business professional in my closet. That was my first like professional workshop, conference, whatever you want to call it. We went shopping. I had the whole nine on, the suit, I had on a little button up, dress pants, loafers, like everything. But I was pulled to the side during the conference and told that I looked unprofessional. And even that really hurt my feelings, by the way. That really hurt my feelings because, what do you mean by that? I had on, you know, there was a dress code. I came with the dress code and I was the only one called out for my appearance. And also I ended up winning a raffle at the conference and they never gave me my gift. She called me up to the stand, like it was like a whole like conference room, and I won the raffle, and she literally rolled her eyes like this. It was one of the partners there, by the way. She rolled her eyes before I walked up, and then when I was told that I won, she was like, oh, we'll just mail it to you. Never got it. So I went home, cried, and I realized that Black women are often deemed as unprofessional for things that we wear, things that we say, things that we do. But when other races or cultures indulge in the same activities, in the same fashion, in the same lingo, they're called trendy, or, oh, girl, you cool. Oh my God, you down with it. Like, you know what's going on. Like, come on now, don't do that. So I decided to make my brand Hello Black Child a brand for Black women and girls to embrace themselves as a Black woman and also to feel more confident in their own skin. And the first things that I dropped, like for my first launch ever, was bamboo hoops. And I also had a nameplate necklace because that's what I was wearing at the conference. And I also dropped t-shirts. And now 5 years later, I have my own warehouse and I'm still growing. So I want to help you guys, you know, with business things, give you some advice, take you along on things that I'm doing, and just be a helping hand to you, and also some entertainment as well, because I feel like we're gonna have fun today. Like, it's entertaining, but it's informative. So in my last video, I taught you guys how, and if you don't know, scroll down. It's like my second video after this. It's called like small business owning it. So you'll see the packages in the thumbnail is that one, but I want to structure this one differently. I'm going to start with advice, and then we're going to move on to talking about my next drop, and I'm going to package orders. And the whole video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of advice, but I have 3 things that I specifically want to tell you right now. I feel like the lighting is better over here, y'all. Okay, boom. By the way, my name is Gabby. I don't know if I said that. Hey, nice to meet y'all. Hey, how you doing? So a lot of you guys do ask. I feel like this is real professional. Like, the camera quality is fire. Do y'all feel like so? Y'all feel like it? Y'all feel like it? Okay, because I got a new camera. And my old camera was, I had the G7, no, I traded, well, yeah, I had the Sony ZV-1, it was cool, but I also had the Canon G7X, and someone traded me their Digi 3, Osmo Pocket 3, and y'all, the quality is fire, and I'm just still, like, in shock, like, hello? But okay, word of advice, 3 advice. Number 1, a lot of you guys ask me, Gabby, how did you find your warehouse? Gabby, I'm confused. I live in this city, I live in that city. I have no clue how to go about finding a warehouse. What did you look up? How did you find it? Look, listen, okay, this is my mistake, and I'm gonna explain. When I first started my business, I was working out of my parents' house in my bedroom. I had like a little 3x3 cubicle I got from Target, and I literally filled that up with my inventory, very small amount of inventory. It worked perfectly, right? And a lot of you guys, that may be perfect for you because starting out, no one is really dropping loads of inventory unless you either have a huge social media following already or you're just very confident, which I love that for you. But, you know, majority of us are starting small like me. So I just had a 3x3 cubicle living in my parents' house. And then I transferred over to my own apartment. I had a 2-bedroom apartment. Technically, it was a 1-bedroom with a den, but the den was big. It was huge. So I used that as my office / warehouse creative space, right? I outgrew that space, and I also wanted a space where I was outside of home. Home was very comfortable for me. I actually liked working from home, but it got too small. And also I wanted a living space separate from my business place, because I'm like, okay, people going to work every day. They get to go over there, do their work, come back home and just chill, be themselves, relax, like whatever. I needed something separate. I just feel like home and work, it's cool to combine it, but I needed somewhere to go during the day instead of being, you know, always at home. So when I first started looking up warehouses near me, that was my first mistake. It was taking me to a site called Crexi, or Crexi, I believe. Let me look it up to make sure I'm not just saying anything to you guys, because I don't want to be lying on the can. Yes, Crexi. So I'm like, okay, like warehouse spaces. It was like, oh, if you get 2,000 square feet, $13 per square. I'm like, okay, this is so confusing. I literally toured like an Amazon warehouse, y'all. Like, I was so embarrassed. He was like, oh my God, how many employees do you have? Like, I filled out the form. Like, okay, this don't seem that bad. I had no clue what square foot was. I didn't know, like, I knew what it was, but I wasn't good at calculating it. I wasn't good at visualizing it. That's what it is. I was confused. So I was like, let me just book a tour, see what it's talking about. Went to this huge Amazon ass warehouse. It was like 5,000 square feet. He's like, oh, okay, so how many workers you got? Da-da-da. I'm like, bitch, it's just me. He like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, let me stop looking at commercial spaces. That's not what I need. Don't look at commercial spaces, because those are literal warehouses. I call this a warehouse, but this is not an actual warehouse. That was a warehouse for like big business. And I like to call myself big business, but not like that. What you're going to look up is creative spaces for lease near me. Boom, got you. I bet you didn't know that, huh? Something new every day, right? Yeah. So basically what this is, where I'm at, is a creative space. So I'm in a building. For example, let me give you a little rundown of the building. Upstairs is a tattoo artist. Next door is a lady who does tooth gems and grills. Next door is a photographer. I have a coffee business next to me. I have 2 guys right here, like right next to me, who do software, like engineering. They have like a business where they both work as software engineering. The guy next to me who just moved out used to sell custom, y'all know them bobblehead things? What do they call them? It's like these little figurines with like bobbleheads, but they don't move like this. Like, they're just like big head, little body, like figurines. And they usually make them. If someone knows the word for them, let me know. Like, they have this like black eyes, whatever. He was a reseller. There's somebody else in here who has a marketing business, and she like does marketing consultations. So this is a creative space for creatives, people who create. So you're gonna wanna look at spaces like that. There's so many in Philly. Like, when I look up creative spaces near me, so much came up. But I found my space. Right now I pay 1.3K, yes. But I started at $1,000, but I've been here for 3 years. Rent goes up $100 every year, unfortunately. But I'm sure you can find some near you that are more affordable, or maybe even smaller. Maybe you don't need this big of a space. But yes, that is how I found my warehouse. Look up creative spaces for lease near me. When you put creative spaces for rent near me, they tend to show you like things by the hour or by the day. Say for lease, because technically you can rent by the hour, but just for the lease, so Safari knows to show you things that you can rent out long term, if that makes sense. That's one piece of advice. Okay, so when I was first starting out with my business, packaging was the least of my worries, and should be the least of your worries as well. Here, this is the thing. Packaging looks so cute, right? So cute. You get it, oh my God, they packaging, oh, so cute. Where it go after that? Huh? In the trash? Yeah, I know. They go in the trash. Unfortunately, that's the case. So you do not want to spend too much of your bank on packaging. When you're first starting out, you want to put all your money into the what? Into the product. The product speaks for itself. There's times where I order something, well, not really, because I have no business now, so I'm not really pressed about it. But just think about it like this, right? If you receive a product that is just so good, amazing, worth every penny you spent on it, and you get like a lackluster little baggie or something, do you care? No. The product itself is so amazing, you just rip through that shit, throw it, you're like, oh my God, I love my product, right? Exactly. If your product is lackluster, in other words, people are more so focused on the presentation. They're like, okay, well, I ain't really like how they package that. But they're so worried about the packaging because the product didn't speak for itself. And that's so true. It's true. Like, I bought things that were $1,000. The packaging, okay. But the product, I'm like, okay, yeah, period. Like, I don't care about that packaging. What trash? What trash? But then when it's like, you just want to focus more on your product, right? So I started out with using USPS boxes. USPS tends to have the cheapest shipping for small businesses. I did notice a lot of big businesses don't tend to use USPS. I'm not sure if it's because their insurance is horrible. If they lose something, that's on you, and they don't give a flying. But small businesses, I've never really had a big problem with them. They have lost a few of my stuff, but I'll just, send a new one out. Unfortunately, it's money out of my pocket. But I've gotten so many orders to where it's like, I'll just send a new one. I'm not really losing too much. It's unfortunate, but yeah. So, do you see this box here? Guess what it is? Not just a box. It's free. It's free. And you want to know how? USPS.com. Let's do it. Come on. So, we got our computer pulled up, right? We're going to go ahead and type in USPS free shipping supplies. Free shipping supplies, USPS. Where do I go? Oh, look, listen. You see all this? What it say? $0, $0, $0, $0, $0. Everything is $0. I can literally go, right? Go to this box, choose quantity, pack of 25. Oh, I want 5 of them. I want 10 of them. I want 10 packs of 25. Add to cart. View cart. What that say? What do this say, y'all? $0. What? I got 250 boxes for what? $0. The only gag is that you'll have to pay priority mail. All this is priority mail. So if you print out a USPS ground shipping label, you can't use priority mail boxes for them because, they're giving you a free product because you're using priority mail. So you wouldn't be able to use ground shipping for this, but it works so perfectly. Make sure you charge the customer for priority shipping so you use these priority boxes, but that's free. It's free. Free boxes. I had so many when I used to work from home. I literally had a parking spot, but I got so lucky. I had the parking spot in the corner, so I had like all this space around my car where I could put stuff. There was just USPS boxes stacked up in my parking lot or my parking spot. So yeah, that's another piece of advice. One more thing. I'm sure if you're here and starting a business, maybe not, and that's totally fine. Let me raise you guys up. Totally fine if you don't know what I'm talking about, but do you guys know Alibaba? Yes, no? It's where you go when you don't buy that vendor list, right? If someone's like, oh, buy my vendor list, I'll teach you guys how to get hoodies, I'll teach you where to go. Listen, Alibaba, you know what that is? It's a manufacturing site where you find manufacturers for your clothing brand, your jewelry brand, your shoe brands, your plushie brand, literally anything. Alibaba vendors, right? So if you guys know that, let me move on to the actual piece of advice, right? So, I feel like I'm skipping a step. Like, do you guys want to learn more about how to do that? You know what? I'll make that in my next video. How to actually find vendors and stuff, right? But if you already know the process of finding vendors, so let me use you as an example, right? You go to a vendor for hoodies, right? They're like, okay, I got a good deal for you. You're like, what is it? Oh my, a good deal? Never get excited. It was never a good deal. Oh my God, a good deal? Yeah, what is it? Can you tell me? We can offer you $20 a hoodie for MOQ, which is minimum order quantity. All vendors have it, the minimum you could buy of something, right? Because they essentially want to be making the most money they can. So minimum order quantity of 100 hoodies, we'll give it to you for $20 a piece, which is $2,000, not including shipping. Oh my God, thank you, that's such a good deal. Are you serious? Well, look at you. Why would you ever say that? It was never a good deal. It's never a good deal. Even if they say it's free, that's not a good deal. I can get better than that. I can get better than that. You know what you're gonna do? This is a good one. I do it all the time. You're going to, I hope you have WhatsApp. That's the key. Have WhatsApp for these people. What you're gonna do is go find you a friend that has WhatsApp, right? Listen, hear me out. Change their name to hoodie vendor or, Pakistan vendor, whatever country you're shopping in. Have them text you. Text them, text your friend, but change their name in your WhatsApp. Hi, how much would you charge me for these hoodies? Send them a picture. Oh dear, we would charge you $15, including shipping. Okay, thank you. send that to the vendor who told you 20. Oh, well, I don't know if that's gonna work for me because this vendor over here is telling me it's $15 including shipping. Okay, we can do that. You know what? We can work out a deal for you. We can work out. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. I'm telling you, like, lie. Sorry, that's the only time I'm promoting lying. Lie. Oh yeah, this vendor told me I can get whole time it's your friend. What we gonna do now is go ahead and unbox my inventory. It was $12,000 worth of inventory. Some of it's already here, but these are the rest of the boxes that we're gonna be packaging and shipping today. So let's go over and see what's inside. Come on, y'all. These boxes literally took forever to come. If you are, planning a business, tell your vendor, do not ship my stuff through UPS because they are the worst service for international shipping. Horrible. If something gets stolen or lost, oh, we're sorry, can't help you. Something delayed by these boxes were delayed by 2 weeks. 2 weeks, my customers are pissed. Okay, so I'm only gonna really sit and explain one box because they're all the same thing. But, well, except one. I'm gonna get to that after this. So basically my bikini drop, it's called the Black Child Summer Bikini, just dropped. And I am packaging those today and shipping them out today, except the UPS orders because UPS closes at 6 and USPS closes at 9. So we're gonna drop off UPS tomorrow. But basically I had this idea to create swimsuits that reminded black girls of their childhood. And actually it's kind of funny because this is the only drop I've ever had that applies to everyone. A lot of white girls bought, and I love that because they are usually uncomfortable, and I totally understand, but sometimes uncomfortable buying from me because it's Black Child on it, and the brand is for black girls. So my target market is very limited, which does limit my income, but it's the purpose of it and the mission behind it that I love so much. I literally could care less if, it's super limited. It's really a community, and I just love my girls and my people, so I wanted to make something just for us. A lot of people find that offensive and find that, my brand is, what do they say? Racist. And I don't agree because a lot of brands are catered to other races, whether it be in the advertisements, in the magazines, and the people they decide to highlight. If they do put one black girl, they throw her in, and then a couple and then the campaigns to come is all white people or all other races. They throw another black girl in here and there. It's just not for us a lot of the times, and that's fine. So I made my brand, and people don't like that apparently, but I don't really care. There are white people who buy from me all the time, and I don't, that's not a problem at all. So they're just making it a problem, whatever. But this is the first drop I've had that doesn't say Black Child big on the front or the back or wherever. So yeah, I did notice that more white people bought, and that's interesting. But this bikini was made to remind you of summertime. Do you guys recognize anything on this? Anything at all? Not the phone makeup, not the barrettes, not the bike. Wait, not the truck either. Not the kiddie pool, not the ring pop, not the roller skate. How about the fire hydrant? Not the ice cream truck. Oh my God, you don't think, what kind of summer did you have? But this is the bikini top, and then I have my logo inside, and then the bottoms look exactly the same. I have them in yellow, pink, why am I blanking? Blue, and, oh my God, yellow, pink, blue, yellow, pink, blue. Wait! Yellow, pink, blue, and purple. Did I not say that? Am I tripping? What did I forget? You know what? It's fine. I have a short-term memory. I'm like Dory. So this is what this box is. These other boxes are the other colors. And then I wanted to show you guys something real fast. I have samples here for a photo shoot next week, but I needed help. I needed you guys help a little bit. But when I post it, it's gonna be a week before my next photo shoot. And if you don't know, I take so much pride in my photo shoots. I'm gonna add some of my photo shoots to the screen. They're always iconic, always fun, always a great time. And I use my friends and family for my photo shoots. If you ever need, a lot of people need help finding models and finding people to model their clothing. Friends and family. Or people co-workers, someone that genuinely supports you in your business, because I feel like it always works better. I've noticed I get more sales when I use people that I know and love and that love me and know me. And we just have a better time on set and a better time taking pictures. And it's more than just a photo shoot. It's like we're hanging out, and it's always more authentic seeming. And when I say no, I mean my subscribers. Yes, I use my subscribers for my photo shoots. A lot of the girls that shoot with me now, I met a long time ago through Instagram. I sometimes bring in new girls. I'll post like, hey, who wants to be in a photo shoot? And I'll select somebody. But yeah, all the girls actually follow me. So that's how I know. And my best friend who's in most of my shoots, I actually met her because she watched my channel. So yeah, so that's very interesting. And I love that. I love the girls who are around me and support me and love me. I always find that my subscribers are always just such nice people. I always meet them out and about, whether I be in the mall, at a restaurant. I always meet at least one person a day if I'm out, and they're always so sweet. And so I was like, you know what? I don't need to find random girls in my life. I can literally use the girls who love and support me already. So that's what I do. So I would say maybe go through your following list, reach out to people, or post on your story, hey, anybody want to shoot? And then you can form those long-lasting connections. Okay, so I got all the boxes open. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this. Oh my god, I can't even talk. I'm gonna start going ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and stock the shelves with the clothes out the box. Yes, because there was something I want to show you guys, but it's like under everything, so I'm gonna stock them and then come back and show you guys, and then we're gonna do orders. Like, god damn it, I can't talk. Okay, y'all, so I stocked as much as I could right now. This literally just took me like 40 minutes. The boxes are scrambled up with bathing suits of different colors and sizes, and they're really small pieces, and it's just like irritating me. So I'm gonna start packaging orders and put some of the boxes next to me. Oh, but I did want to show you this. So I just got these hoodies made for the end of summer. Y'all gonna be like, oh my god, look how cute these are. Hold on now. Hold on. Look how cute this is. Oh my god. Ignore my hair. My hair is so stiff, but that's neither here nor there. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? Yeah. So I'm dropping these soon, but I don't have a date yet, but I just got these in. So yeah. By the way, I get all of my cartoons made by somebody on Instagram in Poland. If you ever like want to work with a cartoon artist for your brand, just look up #cartoonartist on why is y'all crooked? Look up #cartoonartist on Instagram, and like all these cartoon artists will come up. Not every brand uses cartoons for their stuff, but if you want like a cute design made for your clothing or like your website or literally thank you cards, anything, #cartoonartist. So that's what I look up to get my stuff. But yeah, my cartoon artist is super loyal. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna disclose her information. That's the only thing I will ever gatekeep is her. But I did have one cartoon artist, and the reason I'm gatekeeping her is because I had one cartoon artist, right? And what did she do? Oh yeah, so she used to charge me $50 for like a whole comic strip. And instead of doing photo shoots, I used to do comic strips to promote my clothing, which did really well, but eventually I was like, okay, I need something else. But she ended up making, someone that followed me sent her my stuff and was like, I want my promotions for my clothing brand just like this, and she recreated like the same thing I was posting but with the other girls' clothing. And I didn't find out until someone found it and was like, hey Gabby, this looks just like your like campaigns. And I was like, what? I looked at it, I'm like, so I went to my cartoon artist, I was like, hey, like, did you make this? She's like, oh yeah. And I was like, I understand like you're not my cartoon artist, but like this is way too similar to my stuff. Mind you, the girl was only charging me $50 for like 10 different like comic strips. I ended up paying her $1,000 because I was like, you're lowballing yourself. So I literally like times it by 1,000,000 because I just felt like she was under what's it called, like not underestimating. I just said it. She was lowballing herself. So I was like, let me pay you more. So I'm paying you like not even double, not even triple, like 100 times what you charge me, and you're going and making the same thing for other companies. Like, no. So my cartoon artist now, like, she's super loyal, but I never told her she couldn't do it. But she ended up reaching out to me and said one of my followers went to her and was like, hey, I want what Gabby has. I want the cartoon website. I want this, and she told them no before she even told me. And she's like, hey, by the way, this girl reached out for this. I told her no. Like, I don't know if that's what you want, but like, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, so you'll find someone loyal, because I don't know, like, I don't like that kind of stuff. Like, I am here to give advice and help people, but like, to completely like take an idea is crazy. I don't know, like, that was cutting it close. If y'all saw it, y'all be like, oh, that's cutting it close. But let's go ahead and package order. Okay. Okay, y'all, so about the package orders, I'm gonna do 3 orders on camera and then the rest off, like I did the last time. I open my iPad and I just go to Shopify, the Shopify app. I'm gonna show you guys in 1 second. All of my orders are right here for the day. Hold on, y'all. Here. Let me, you know what? I'm gonna just turn my screen. The Shopify app literally looks like this. And I just insert the order number at the top, and then the order comes up. So first we're going to do order, let's see, 22770. So Carly, she is order number 22770. She ordered a medium black child bottom, an extra large black child top, and a tote. So I'm gonna get that. So I always double check. So she ordered medium bottoms. Make sure this is bottoms, medium bottoms, XL top, and then a tote like this. And what I'm gonna do is just fold it up real nice, like so, stack them, and put them into a small mailer. So I do have 2 sizes. Obviously, the bigger it gets, the more expensive. So if something can fit in a small one, I'm gonna use a small one. I could have used a big one for this, but we can squeeze. I don't want to use up too many of the big ones for smaller orders that could fit inside of here. So I'm putting her thank you card in here. By the way, all thank you cards come from Gotprint. My graphic designer designed that. And I just printed them out at gotprint.com. I did a 5x5 postcard, I believe. Double-sided, glossy, and they come out real nice. Seal it, and then I'm going to put her order label on, like that. And here we are. So I use this container here from Uline. It's a website, not an app, but it's called uline.com. They sell literally everything business related, but I got this cart from them. It was kind of pricey, but it's so convenient. I'm gonna put all the, let's see what shipping service I use the most for this batch. I would put USPS in here and UPS on the floor because I'm gonna separate them. Some people's orders got UPS because it was cheaper for them, and other people's orders got USPS because it was cheaper for them. So next order is order number 22669. 2669. That is Deshay, and she ordered a yellow around the world hoodie. I designed this hoodie to remind black girls that there are black girls all around the world that look just like them, but come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different clothing, different everything. But we are also connected in different ways. This was the coolest collection I've dropped, I think, in a while, because it was very outside of the box for me. I was in bed one night and I was like, what can I do next? And I'm like, okay, I always highlight black girls in America. There are black girls literally everywhere. They don't, even if they don't classify themselves as black, we do look similar, and we, you know, we come from essentially Africa, so we're related in some way. But yeah, that was such a cool collection to highlight black girls around the world. This is UPS. This goes on the floor. Last order I'm gonna do on camera is order number 22629. 2629. And this is Nicole Hill, and she ordered a pink around the world hoodie and a teal one. So she got 2 hoodies, pink and teal. We're gonna put them in a big poly mailer, and poly mailers for me, they all come from Alibaba.com. I just looked up poly mailer and found a vendor that I felt like was the most affordable. And I went with them, and they're really cheap. I got like 1,000 for $80, so they're not too expensive. If you get them from America, they're pretty expensive, and also the quality is not that good, surprisingly. But yeah, this is the Kohl's order. Let's do a few more. We're going to do order number 22621, and that is Sashay. And she also ordered a teal around the world hoodie like this. Y'all already know what this is. And we're gonna thank her. Always thank your customers with a thank you card. For my next drop, I did get stickers for everybody. Well, actually stickers for the first 50 orders. Doing a gift for the first blank, whatever you want to do, orders helps the customers buy faster actually, because they're like, okay, I want to be first 50, I want to get a free gift. And every time I do a free gift, it's different every time. So the people who, they're limited edition gifts. So if you got a free gift with this drop, no one else will get it unless they also got the free gift. Does that make sense? They can't buy it anywhere. They can't buy it on my site. You only get it if you're first 50. So it makes people feel special because, you know, they're being rewarded for being first. This one is order 22602, and this is Briley. And she also ordered a teal around the world hoodie. Okay, y'all, so I officially finished all of my orders. It was about 110 orders. So that's all in here. I'm about to go to UPS and then go to USPS. Like I said, some of the customers' packaging labels, shipping labels, whatever you call it, they are split between the two because depending on where they live and how heavy their package is. the cheapest shipping for them I pick, because everyone pays $8, and sometimes if I wanted to use like all USPS, some customers, their packing labels would end up being like $15, $11, and they ain't pay all that. They pay $8. So I make sure that I pick the shipping service that matches what they paid. So on top is UPS, and then I have USPS on the bottom, so it's easier for me to arrange them when I get to the car and put them in the car. So let's go do that. This was super duper fun. I'm in love with my new hoodies, y'all. Like, the inside is so soft. Look, can y'all even see how soft that is? I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but if you do want to shop these hoodies, they will come out on August 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have been so nervous to drop these because obviously it says Black Child Summer on it, and summer is damn near over, but technically summer's not over until September 20th, and people like to wear stuff on Labor Day or Memorial Day. Is it Memorial Day or Labor Day? Labor Day. People go to the beach and stuff, so I'm just praying they sell. I didn't stock too many of them, but they are like such good quality. I haven't dropped a zip up hoodie in so long, but all my customers were like, Gabby, please drop zip up hoodies for summertime, whatever. So I did zip up because it's easier to take it off and just like hold it if you get too hot, rather than pull it over your head. But the zipper, like, it's just such good quality, y'all. And then the prints, like, it just looks so good. And it's one size fits extra small to 2X. So yeah, I've been using this hoodie measurements for the past 2 years now, and it's perfect. I've never had any complaints. People order them in their 3X and they still fit them. People order in their extra small, still fits them. Like, it just works perfectly, and it just falls like in a bubbly way. Like, it don't, like, know how some hoodies when they're oversized, it kind of just like hangs like this, like it just be hanging. No, this hoodie's like bubbly. Like, look, it like bubbles up at the bottom. Like, it's cute. Don't y'all like it? But let's go ahead and drop off orders, and then that's the end. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Okay, there we go. And that will be the end of the vlog. So yeah, let's go. First stop, UPS. Second stop, USPS. Let's go do it. Well, that's the end of my video. I'm sorry, the last clip of USPS was very lackluster because usually when I pull up there's nobody there and I get to like record and put up my tripod and do all that, but there were trucks everywhere in all the parking spots, so I kind of had to park on the side and be really quick with it so they didn't like think that I was just taking up space, because I was blocking the truck. So I was like, let me just pull up, do what I gotta do and get out of here instead of recording. So I kind of like discreetly put my camera on the little stairs beside my car. So let me record a little bit, but whatever. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I hope you found it entertaining and informative and you learned a few things, one or two things. Even if you learn one thing, that's good. That's still good, you know? But Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Follow me on Instagram at Local Black Child, and also my business page, Hello Black Child. And I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.